My knee hurts. Last night as I was trying to go to bed, I hit a part of my knee on the metal edge of my bed, and it was underneath my kneecap, and it hurts really, really bad. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Al, and I'm a fourth-year university student at the University of Kentucky. I love my school. It's wonderful, and I'm really, really happy that I go to the University of Kentucky. Also, if you're not from the US, I'm not sure if Canada has the same type of school systems we do. I don't know. I've lived in Kentucky my whole life. I've never been out of the country, so I don't know. But I know that other countries are different from the United States, just from having friends that live in different countries. University and college here is basically the same thing. We do have different names for colleges, but they're all university type courses. We have community college, colleges and universities, conservatories, and other types of schools, I think. First, I wanted to do a kind of what's in your bag sort of thing. Actually, none of my stuff is in my bag. I took it all out and realized that I took way too much time filming this. But yeah, this is my bag. I actually made this bag in my costume construction class, as well as my little pencil pouch. So yeah, definitely get a bag that's durable for all of your things. I'll probably be putting my stuff in this bag. I feel that it's pretty durable. I've carried a lot of stuff in this bag since last semester, since I got it back. Yeah, I love this bag, obviously because I made it, but this bag has been through some stuff with me. Next, for classes, I do recommend getting notebooks for every one of your classes. Even if instructors say that you don't have to take notes in their class, I do recommend taking notes in every single class. It will help you out tremendously, and I'd recommend writing notes because, well, for me, it just helps me remember more, and just, you know, some people type their notes on their laptop, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just afraid that I will delete my notes, or I won't save them, or something will happen and they'll just be gone forever. Whereas if I write them in some paper, the only way I can lose them is if I physically lose the notebook. I don't do that a lot. I don't lose notebooks. It doesn't have to be an expensive notebook. It can be just like a cheap notebook, a cheap plain notebook. That's what I get. I like to decorate them myself. I go to Redbubble. I actually opened up a Redbubble shop this past week. So if you all want to check it out, I'll put the link below. I don't have a lot of stuff on there yet, but most of my things are Jack McBrayer themed. So if you love Jack McBrayer half as much as I do, you'll enjoy it, I hope. Next thing, pencils. Get some mechanical pencils. I recommend mechanical pencils just because, you know, you don't have to get up and sharpen them. You don't have to, you know, spend your time worrying about sharpening them. These I actually didn't buy. My friend Victoria sent them to me for Christmas in a giant box with other stuff. She had no idea that I needed pencils. I actually needed pencils at the time, and it was hilarious. So again, Victoria, thank you for the pencils for Christmas. I appreciate it. I needed them. I love you. Also, get some pens. I don't know if you're gonna need pens, but I use pens for my planner. Also, like little markers and stuff, like Sharpie markers, fine tip markers. I doodle with them. I like to doodle in my free time. But yes, pens and markers and pencils. Get some highlighters too. What I like to do is I like to color code my classes to stay organized, and highlighters help me remember what class it's for. Other things, flash drives. Flash drives. I use all of these for personal projects. Another thing, journals. You may be having a bad day or a good day and you just want to write it down and be able to remember it and go back and be like, yeah, wow, that is depressing. Let's go to a page. December 25th, 2017, Monday, 12:40 a.m. It doesn't feel like Christmas, but it actually snowed, so that's cool, I guess. Also, planners. Planners. Some people don't use planners, and sometimes those people are very unorganized and can't focus a lot in class. The reason I use planners is so I can remember what time everything is. And that way I can remember, oh, I have to go to the costume shop at 10 a.m. and work for 2 hours. That way I can get my hours in for class. College is not supposed to be sad, and I think a lot of high school instructors just, I don't know what it is. The high school that I went to, all the instructors made it sound like college wasn't fun, and that instructors were super, super strict and they were mean, and that if you did not do something like write your name on a paper, then they would just throw the paper away. That's not true. I think one time another student forgot to write their name on a paper, and this was one of the strictest instructors I had, and she said, did anyone, whose paper is this? I'm just gonna set it on the table. Yeah. The strictest instructor I had in college. But yes, get yourself a planner. Another thing, always carry your student ID, always at school and forever, for always and ever. Bring your lunch. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on food at school, bring your lunch. I'm gonna twist this. See what letter we get to. A, B, B. I'm drawing a blank. Wait, it stands for Ben Wyatt. That's all that matters right now. But yes, bring your lunch, get a lunch box. If you do want to spend money at school, if you have a meal card, good for you. But also, bring stuff, that way you don't spend a lot of money on food at school. Anyways, yeah, that's what's in my bag. Draco, what? Ugh, this is my cat, Draco. He doesn't like to be held. In the time that I uploaded the first part of this video and then also deleted it off my camera, I ate that entire apple. It was really good. Okay, so let's get on to the Q&A part of this video. The first one I will be reading is from Instagram, and it's the only one I received on Instagram. For the college thing, can you talk about your SAT experience? I did not take the SAT. It was not required for me to take the SAT, but it was required for me to take the ACT. My experience with the ACT, though, boring as f***. We actually had this program in school, they called it Operation Proficient. I don't know why Operation Proficient. They should have called it Operation Distinguished. That would have made a lot more sense. We did different ones for different areas of like the ACT and things, and we did practice stuff. Literally all we did in my English class was talk about commas because of the ACT. The entire year. My advice though, because I feel like standardized testing is just insane, study, do practice tests, get people to help you, get a study buddy, just work on stuff. The next question was submitted by Anonymous. Any money saving tips for university? Yes. Okay, like I said, bring your lunch. It's cheaper to bring your lunch. You don't have to spend $10 on lunch. Buy your school supplies at a store and not on campus, because they want your money. They really want your money. Also, if you can, check eBay and Amazon online for your textbooks. A big, giant money-saving tip for me was transferring schools. I went to a community college for the first 2 years of my university college life because I'm broke and cannot afford 4 years at a university. Yeah, if you can, go to a community college for the first 2 years. And a lot of people look down on that, and I don't know why. You're saving money. I saved myself at least $15,000 a year. That's $30,000 I saved. Apply for scholarships, apply for grants, apply for federal student aid, apply for things, apply for whatever. Do whatever you can to not get a loan. Yeah, that's my money saving tips sort of thing. Just get the cheap stuff. Look into scholarships and grants. Apply for federal aid. I also had a person send in some tips for saving money in college. Thank you, Woody's Nightmare. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Tips for college Q&A. Might not be what you're looking for, but I find them useful. Handheld vacuums are lifesavers, especially for living in dorms with people with long hair, because you will find their hair everywhere. Also, those shelves they have at Walmart that go over the toilet make great storage for a mini fridge for food. Last, find a Dollar General on campus, because you can find pretty much anything there. Soap, toilet paper, shoes, trash cans, ramen, haha, saves you a lot of money. It does. It really does. I don't live in a dorm. I actually still live at home. I'm fortunate enough to have an uncle that lives 15 minutes from the parking lot where I park, which is great because I don't have to really spend any money on living arrangements. But I do spend a lot of money on campus just for textbooks and food. Again, bring your lunch, look for your textbooks online, try to find the cheapest school supplies you can. Also, if you can, refrain from getting your textbook until you know that you want to be in the class. It's okay to drop a college course. It's okay to take a gap year. It's okay to take a break every once in a while from school. If you need it, take it. But if you're not sure that you want to be in the class, just hold back, don't get the textbook until you absolutely know. Ask to borrow someone else's textbook until yours comes in if, you get it and you need it. Ask to borrow other people's notes. Just, yeah. It saves some money as well, just because if you don't want to be in the class and you drop the class and you buy a textbook, you bought a textbook. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and save everyone some time and say that all of these questions were sent from anonymous people. Next question. How the f*** do I make friends when I'm miles away from home and anybody I know? I'm gonna use my own experience here because I had questions like this as well. I went to a community college, as I said, for the first 2 years of my college life. And at a community college, it's harder to make friends just because most of the people there are only there to get their credits and transfer or get an associate's degree and go get their jobs. When I transferred to UK, I knew I wasn't going to know anybody in the department. By the first class, I felt so connected to the people around me. Maybe it's just because it's the theater department and we're kind of required to know everyone in the department. My suggestion is just to get to know people in the department. Put yourself out there, sit by someone at lunch if they don't have anyone sitting by them, make conversation, talk to instructors too. Meeting people, not just making friends, but make yourself known in the department. If instructors know who you are, if you get on their good sides, they can help you with all sorts of stuff. If you're going to a university, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. Any tips for dealing with stress? I'm a ball of stress all the time. And I'm known for my technique of procrastination. But let me tell you a little bit of what saves me a little bit. My planner. During my finals, I actually had a show. I was driving, I think I drove about 400 to 500 miles a week, just in 5 days. And then, you know, the extra on the weekend, because I went back and forth between home and school. So not only that, I had stuff I had to do for school, and everything just fell into the same week. It was ridiculous. I remember writing a 7-page paper at my cast party. And my grandma thought it was rude that I was doing my homework at a cast party, but at the same time, I had a 7-page paper due. Dealing with stress, honestly, take your time with things. Tell your instructor that you're stressed out and that you need a little extra time if it's okay with them. Take mental health days. Just say you need a mental health day and your instructor will understand. Take some time for yourself. Go have fun. Write things down. Write your feelings down in a journal. Take a nap. Naps are great. But yeah, just take time for yourself if you need it. Don't overwork yourself too much. College can be stressful. Just plan things out in advance. How do you make sure you do good in school but also don't miss out on having fun at the same time? Again, I'm just gonna use my planner for everything. Plan things out. Planners help so much. You can plan like when you need to study, when you can take a break, when you can go to bed. Go to bed at a reasonable time. Surround yourself with fun people that you like. Do study breaks with your friends. Yeah, just plan everything. And if some things change, it's okay. It's okay that things change. Things happen sometimes. Crazy things. Is this the last question? It is the last question. Can't wait for your uni tips. I'm sure this will be a common question, but what are some tips you'd have for time management, i.e. finding a balance between studying, class, me time, relationship, friends, potentially working on the side, etc. If you're a part-time student, then you can definitely get a part-time job. It's hard. Yeah, I know full-time students that have jobs and sometimes they can't even handle it and it's crazy. I don't have a job during the school year. During school, I don't have a job. I can't handle it. I'm a theater major as well, so it would be hard for me to even have a job or even consider taking a job when I have shows, when I'm working in the costume shop, when I'm trying to do class and get papers done. Again, plan things out, schedule how you think your day should go, and if things change, it's fine. Just take the weekend for yourself. take one day where you do absolutely nothing except things you want to do. Use a planner. Planners help so much with time management. It's ridiculous. Your instructors will talk about time management and how important it is. Listen to them. Ask questions about time management as well. Yes, if you are a full-time student, don't get a job. Don't do that to yourself. You will be so stressed out. You will have no time to do anything. If you need extra money, that's understandable. You know, do you, but if you don't have to, then don't do that to yourself. Make sure to keep this as much as a stress-free time as you can, because it's college. And a lot of people say college, you know, get your education and stuff, but also have fun. You're in college. Have fun. Schedule things. Print out a calendar. Don't buy one. Just print it out. Schedule, schedule, schedule. So to all of you going into college now or in the future, invest in a planner. Apply for financial aid, apply for scholarships, just plan things out. You don't necessarily have to know what you're gonna do when you get into college. Honestly, like, don't ask yourself, what do I wanna do? Ask yourself what you don't wanna do, because that will answer a lot of your questions and help you be less concerned about what you want to do. Yeah, going into college, it can be stressful, but just, it's fun. You get used to it like that, and looking back into high school, you're just like, what the fuck? What was I doing? Wow, what a waste of time high school was. Because it's a pretty big waste of time. Some of you may have had a great high school experience, but alas, I had an adequate high school experience. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry that this was boring as all get out, but this is what the summer has done to me. As you all know, I was supposed to go to Maine, and that did not happen, but also I was supposed to go to Florida and go to Disney World a couple of weeks ago, but that did not happen because instead I contracted the norovirus and had to stay home. Why? Because my body hates me. So I've been here my entire summer and I'm ready to go back to school. I'm so ready for it. It's sad. It's so sad. Again, if you want to check out my Redbubble shop, I will put the link in the description below. Most of my things are Jack McBrayer related and my photography, because sometimes I like to photograph things. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, night, whenever you're watching this. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you are doing good in your life. Hope you're being kind to people. I love you guys, and I will see you later.